What a disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. I'm not even going to say anything else. This is the AC Podcast. We're back. And this is some of the worst stuff I've ever seen. Some of the worst. The Dallas Cowboys just lost to the Washington football team 41-16 on Thanksgiving Day. I'm speechless. I just got a lot on my mind. I'm not even a fan of this team. But you fans, you disgusting, terrible Dallas Cowboys fans. You annoying Dallas Cowboys fans. Man, your team upsets me. And you guys continuously support and brag about this team. This team is a disgrace. Dak or no Dak, this team's a disgrace. I just... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all don't deserve to play on Thanksgiving anymore. This team does not deserve the annual game it gets on Thanksgiving because the only thing they're giving is misery to their fans. I don't care if this is the most expensive franchise in the world of sports. They don't deserve this. They do not deserve a Thanksgiving game every year. Them and the Detroit Lions, take them off the docket. Because both of these teams, they're terrible. Terrible. Take them off the docket, please. The Washington football team, the team without a name, is leading the division at a scorching 4-7. This is some of the worst stuff I've ever seen in my life. Ezekiel Elliott, man. 10 carries for 32 yards. Pathetic. Pathetic. You should be handing money back to Jerry Jones because this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. CeeDee Lamb dropped a touchdown pass, but at this point, I don't even know if it would have mattered or not. Washington just ran up a check on the Dallas Cowboys in the fourth quarter. I mean, you're talking about this kid, Antonio Gibson, who's a rookie, 20 carries for 115 yards and 3 touchdowns. Had a run of 23 yards, a run of 37 yards. In the fourth quarter. And then Montez Sweat got an interception for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson almost averaged 6 yards a carry, 5.8. Oh my gosh. And they ran for 36 attempts for 182 yards, 5.1 yards per carry. Alex Smith had a pathetic 21.7 QBR. 19-26 for 149 yards. And Mike McCarthy, man, this guy with these stupid fake punts. I mean, Stevie Wonder and the Three Blind Mice could see the fake punts that the Dallas Cowboys are doing from a mile away because they're just so embarrassing. Whoo, and Jerry. Oh, Jerry. This team is an abomination from the top right on down to the coach and the players. This is a dysfunctional franchise. Just like I said about the Eagles, this is a dysfunctional franchise. The owner has too much ego and pride. He won't empower a head coach. He's paid numerous players, so now he won't pay his quarterback, who he's asking to take a pay cut, and now his quarterback is hurt, and he's going to franchise tag him next year. And he has no good reason to re-sign Dak. I think he should pay Dak, but he has no good reason seeing as Dak is 6-11 in his last 17 starts. The Dallas Cowboys find themselves down routinely. This is not a good football team. Lost 38-10 to the Arizona Cardinals, down big. Down 41-14 to the Cleveland Browns. Down 29-10 to the Atlanta Falcons. Last Thanksgiving, a year ago today, they were down big to the Buffalo Bills. Down big last year to the Green Bay Packers. Down big last year to the New York Jets. Down big last year to the Chicago Bears. And this is a good team to you guys. This is what you fans hope for. This is what you guys are starving, craving for. Losing efforts. Ooh, my goodness, my goodness. This is an abomination from the top down. The top down. And it all starts with Jerry. Lingers on down to Steven, his son. Goes right down to Mike McCarthy, who he hasn't empowered. Right on down to coaching staff, right to the players. The core of the team, Amari Cooper, Jalen Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence, Zeke, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Dak. Lingers right on down to those guys. This team is mired in mediocrity and catastrophe, and we continuously give this team expectations that they do not deserve. Why? What have they done to show us, to prove it? And you Dallas Cowboys fans, you know what makes me sick about you guys? Sick! Is next year you will come back optimistic as ever and say, we're going to win the Super Bowl, right? You fans will be blowing up my phone. Jordan, Mars, there's about 3-4 more of you guys, but I'm not going to say your names. They'll be blowing up my phone with optimism, talking about, we're going to win the Super Bowl, right? We're going to the NFC Championship game, right? We're going to do something meaningful this year. You know that, right? This year is different from the other ones. This one's different from the last 25 years. And you know it's not. And you are told this, and you still believe. You see, the thing about me, I've accepted my fate with the Philadelphia Eagles. I've accepted the fact that we're not good. We're not going anywhere. And it probably won't be for a while either. We're a dysfunctional franchise. Until we get rid of the GM, we're not going anywhere. But you Dallas Cowboys fans know you guys are special. You continue to believe. You continue to have hope. Even when this team could repeatedly let you down. And you know what brings so much joy to my soul is seeing you guys, I could just picture it. I could just picture it. You see, this game started around the time that most of y'all were carving y'all Thanksgiving turkey. And about the time that this game was over, y'all wanted to throw up your whole Thanksgiving dinner because the Dallas Cowboys were just Thanksgiving it away to the team without a name in Washington. They were giving the game away, just giving it away. You were throwing up your turkey, your greens, your dressing, that beautiful mac and cheese that was probably pristine and looking beautiful at one point, but now it looked terrible because you upchucked it. The cranberry sauce. Some of y'all probably had sangria. Some of y'all had some white wine, red wine. And you threw it all up, all you Dallas Cowboys fans, because your team was giving the game away. They were having Thanksgiving. They were giving to the Washington football team. Christmas came early. Who knew Thanksgiving and Christmas were the same day? Because you were giving everything to the Washington football team. And you know the funniest part of it all is your holidays are ruined. Ooh, I can't even be mad at this point. That was an atrocious game, but all I can do is laugh right now. Your holidays are ruined. Your Thanksgiving is ruined. You know your team's not going anywhere, so your Christmas is ruined. And then the funny part of it all was this. You guys are set up. You got hopeful about this team because you saw them beat the Minnesota Vikings. You got hopeful. You're like, oh, yes, it's beautiful. We beat the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Thanksgiving, we're going to give the Washington football team a piece of our mind. And we're going to take sole control of first place in the NFC East. And what did you do? You upchucked this game all in the fourth quarter. Oh, what a disaster. What a disaster this team is. Ooh, you know the funny thing is a report came out about how the Dallas Cowboys were smashing watermelons. We're smashing watermelons as a motivating tactic to get ready for the Minnesota Vikings. I wonder if they smashed any watermelons before this game. Did they smash any? Because I couldn't tell. Only 16 points. Ooh, only 16 points? That's all they got for me? You didn't score? Oh my goodness, this is so funny. So funny. You didn't score. After the field goal that was made with 2:32 left in the third quarter, you didn't score the rest of the game. A 23-yard run by Antonio Gibson. A 37-yard run by Antonio Gibson. And Montez Sweat, 15-yard interception return. You didn't even do anything else the rest of the game. Oh, this is the mark of a bad team. This is the mark of a bad team. This stuff, it's just hilarious, you know. It's really just hilarious that you fans continue to believe in this abomination of a team. You're the only thing that gives me hope. Hope that the Eagles situation isn't as bad as I think it is, but I know it is. I keep proper perspective about my team. Ah, man. What a funny situation this is. This is hilarious. Wow. I have never seen this in my life. But I'm done toying with you guys because I have to get to a more serious matter. I have to get to a more serious matter for real. I'm going to try to be nice about this. No, I'm not going to be nice about it. No, I changed my mind. No, because this really bothers me. It really gets under my skin. Even more so than the Philadelphia Eagles. This really gets under my skin. Let me talk to you guys about this. Forget the fact that the Texans and Lions played. Matt Patricia does not deserve to be the Lions head coach anymore. He should be fired. This guy needs to be fired immediately. Immediately. Jim Caldwell was an African-American head coach with this team. Jim Caldwell was 36-28. Had a 56% winning percentage, a .563 winning percentage, and 2 playoff appearances. And he got fired after a 9-7 season. An African-American head coach fired after a winning season. And the Lions went to Matt Patricia. So far, Matt Patricia, since he's been with the Detroit Lions, is 13-29-1. What a disgrace. His winning percentage is .314, and he has 0 playoff appearances. And he continues to be a Lions head coach. Someone tell me what is wrong with this picture. And Matt Patricia is a white man. Now, I don't understand. I don't know who's running this franchise, but we know the Lions have been mired in mediocrity for a long time. They don't have a playoff win in over 52 years. So let's just keep that clear. But this team is so bad. They're ran poorly. Their GM is not good. Their head coach is an abomination. He is a disgrace. And he continues to keep his job. While Jim Caldwell can't even get a call from any of the league offices as an African-American head coach. I have a problem with that. I have a serious problem with that. 36-28 in his Detroit Lions tenure as the head coach. And Matt Patricia is 13-29-1. We have a problem. Matt Patricia should not have been able to go home without being fired. He should not have been able to walk out the stadium without being fired. Because what he's done in his Detroit Lions tenure, it's a flat out disgrace. He's lost more games than Jim Caldwell has, and this guy hasn't been fired yet. Jim Caldwell only lost 28 games. Matt Patricia's already lost 29 in 2+ seasons. That makes no sense. Jim Caldwell was here for 4 years and lost 28 games. Matt Patricia's been here for only 2+ seasons, and he's already lost 29. And let's go. The Lions threw their first 11 games each season under Matt Patricia, 4-7, 3-7-1 in 2019, and in 2018, 4-7. So in 2018 they were 4-7, 2019 they were 3-7-1, in 2020 they're 4-7. And this is good coaching. This is what gets to keep. This is people who get to keep their job. Would a black man ever get a leash like this? Would an African American head coach ever get a leash this like this? This doesn't make any sense to me. And Matt Patricia is supposed to be a defensive-minded head coach, right? He's built this defense. He's brought in former New England players. He picked a corner with the 3rd overall pick in the draft. And his defense was seen giving up 40 to the 3-7 Houston Texans, whose season is over. He's a defensive mind and he's giving up 40 to the Houston Texans on Thanksgiving, giving fans no hope for anything in the Motor City. Oh no. Oh no. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This guy's seat, if it's not warm, it should be volcano hell hot right now. Because this team and this franchise is going nowhere. First off, if you're firing a coach after a winning season, you know you're a bad franchise. You know you're a bad organization right off rip. Because clearly you know nothing about winning if you're firing a head coach that had a winning record with you. I don't know what the Detroit Lions thought they were doing by bringing in Matt Patricia, but whatever it is, it's not happening. It is not happening. This is an abomination. From the top down, this franchise is one of the most disgraceful franchises in the entire NFL. Disgrace. What a disgrace. Fired an African-American head coach who had a winning record, and you brought in Matt Patricia, and he's lost more games in 2 years than Jim Caldwell did in 4 seasons. And you fired him with a winning record. This is why African-Americans can't get opportunities. This is why the NFL has to implement foolish rules by like giving teams draft compensation for hiring black assistants and black coaches. You should do that anyways. You don't deserve a reward for doing that. You get a reward. And I get the NFL is trying to do the best job they can, so I'm not mad at them. But it's these owners and these teams and these GMs. This is the one things I give the Dolphins a lot of credit for. They have a black GM and a black head coach. That's unforeseen. That's unseen in the NFL. A black GM and a black head coach in the same organization. But they don't care about your color. They care about what you can do. They care about what you're going to bring to their team. And your skin has nothing, the color of your skin has nothing to do with that. But I'm not trying to make any unnecessary or condescending assumptions about the Detroit Lions and their ownership or anything like that. But I'm just calling it like it is. This is disgraceful. They fired Jim Caldwell after he had a winning season. He had a winning record with them, and he went to the playoffs twice. Matt Patricia is 13-29-1, and he hasn't been fired yet. And it doesn't make sense to me at all. This doesn't add up. The Detroit Lions got some explaining to do. They've got some explaining to do. Someone should have to answer for this, because you can't sell this to the fans. What hope are you giving them? You're asking these fans to walk through the turnstiles, buy tickets for your team, and you're giving them this garbage? Why should anyone want to support the Detroit Lions? Haven't won a playoff game in 52 years? No. This is an abomination. It's a joke. Matthew Stafford suffering. I see why Calvin Johnson didn't want to come back to this franchise. Why would he? They've done a disservice to their fans. I mean, what are you giving? They've done a disservice to Matthew Stafford. They've done a disservice to everyone in the city of Detroit. I mean, you couldn't get Barry Gordon, Big Sean, and Martin Lawrence to fix this situation. This is a disgrace. I don't even know what to say after this. It just boggles my mind, this nonsense. I can't believe it. A black head coach gets fired after a 9-7 season, a winning season. You bring in Matt Patricia, and not only does he not even have a winning record yet as a head coach, but he continues to keep his job after he has 29 losses in half the time. That doesn't add up to me. I mean, talk about white privilege. You inherited a defense that ranked 15th in DVOA, and you're a defensive mind you. Since then, 2018 is ranked 21st, 23rd, and 25th, and you're a good defensive mind? Or you consider yourself to be? Nah, dog. Nah. This doesn't make any sense. Adam Gase, he should already been fired. And Matt Patricia, he should be fired today. That's how you know the NFL's privileged. That's how you know it. Eric Bieniemy didn't get a job last year. He didn't get a job. But Matt Patricia and Adam Gase continue to be head coaches in the NFL? That doesn't make any sense. There's brilliant people out here who deserve chances, and you mean to tell me that Eric Bieniemy can't get a job over these two? Adam Gase is 0-10 and he still hasn't been fired. Matt Patricia is 13-29-1, and the Lions routinely get Thanksgiving games and lose. Why are these sorry franchises, dysfunctional franchises, getting yearly Thanksgiving games because it's tradition? We need to move off that and start putting some entertaining games on Thanksgiving, because Dallas just got beat down and Detroit just got beat down. And these aren't good teams either. I don't get it. I legit don't get this. This doesn't make any sense. Like, how? Wow. This is so embarrassing to even talk about. I mean, you're 0-3 on Thanksgiving. You're 2-13 versus the NFC North as of week 12 of. Wow. This is so embarrassing. Wow. This is so embarrassing. Like, I mean, I don't get why this guy hasn't been fired. I mean, does he have pictures on someone? What does he have? He just have information on someone. Him and Adam Gase must have something on the NFL or something. Because this doesn't make any sense why they still have jobs. They should have been relieved of their duties for this disgrace. And then you got shut out by the Carolina Panthers last week? You got shut out by a rebuilding team? 20-0? Donutted? I don't have words. Matt Patricia's 3-15 versus teams with a winning record. This has to go. This is unacceptable. This is flat out atrocious. It's unacceptable. It's egregious. It's so many words that are just totally unacceptable. I don't even know how to fathom this type of nonsense. I don't even know how to fathom it. You get to take over a winning situation and you turn it into a dumpster fire. You and GM Bob Quinn, both of you need to be gone. Both of you. I don't even know how you still have a job right now. I can't even fathom this nonsense. You do not deserve to coach. You need to go running back to Bill Belichick. For real, for real. Because right now, right now, you're looking very suspect. You went 6-10 your first year, then you went 3-12-1, and now you're 4-7. Nah, man, you gotta go. You gotta go, bro. Nah, nah, you need to pack your bags and get up out the Motor City while you still can. Because right now, this is unacceptable. This is beyond unacceptable. It's egregious. It's foul. African-American head coach was fired after a winning season, winning record. They bring in this guy, and he hasn't even won half the games yet, but has more losses. Get out of here, man. But that's all I have. I'm just frustrated. I had to come and laugh at the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm frustrated about this situation. It's a disgrace. Thank you guys for listening. I'm out. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holidays.